They sold you a lie very early in life. They told you aging is natural, that wrinkles are destiny, that your energy fading is normal, that once time passes a certain point, your body has no choice but to decline, and you believed it, not because it was true, but because it was repeated. Repeated by industries that profit from your insecurity, by cultures that glorify exhaustion, by systems that keep you disconnected from your own body. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. Aging is not just about years. It is about habits. It is about inflammation. It is about how much stress you store in your nervous system. It is about how much respect you give your body when nobody is watching. And some cultures understood this long before modern science tried to catch up. Across Asia, youth has never been treated as a cosmetic goal. It has been treated as a byproduct of alignment between body and rhythm, between mind and restraint, between food and season, between effort and rest. People didn't chase youth, they protected vitality, and vitality, when protected long enough, looks like youth. The first secret is not found in a bottle or a treatment. It is found in the relationship Asians have with time itself. They do not rush eating, they do not rush walking, they do not rush recovery. When you rush everything, your nervous system never switches off survival mode. And when your body lives in survival, it prioritizes staying alive, not staying youthful. Chronic rushing elevates cortisol, and cortisol is the fastest aging hormone in the human body. It breaks collagen, it disrupts sleep, it stores fat in the abdomen, it thins hair. The Asian approach slows the nervous system before it tries to fix the skin. Slower meals, slower breathing, slower reactions. When your nervous system feels safe, your cells repair. Youth begins there. The second secret is how they eat without overeating. Portion restraint is not punishment, it is intelligence. Most Asian cultures stop eating before fullness, not because food is scarce, but because digestion is sacred. Overeating forces the body to divert energy from repair toward processing excess. Every time you eat beyond need, your body delays regeneration. This is why constant snacking ages you faster than hunger ever will. Light dinners, early dinners, and long gaps between meals allow the body to enter autophagy, the process where damaged cells are cleaned and recycled. This is not a trend. This is ancient biological maintenance. A body that cleans itself regularly does not age at the same speed. The third secret is their relationship with heat. Warm water, warm food, warm digestion. Cold shocks the system. Warmth relaxes it. Many Asian traditions avoid iced drinks because they weaken digestive fire. When digestion weakens, nutrients are poorly absorbed, toxins accumulate, and skin shows it first. Puffy face, dull eyes, bloating, pigmentation. Warmth improves circulation. Better circulation means oxygen reaches skin cells. Oxygenated cells regenerate faster. Youthful skin is not about surface treatments. It is about blood flow. The fourth secret is daily movement without obsession. Not intense workouts that spike stress hormones, but consistent, gentle movement that lubricates joints and stimulates lymphatic drainage. Walking after meals, stretching in the morning, squatting instead of sitting in chairs all day. These movements keep joints young, posture upright, and muscles active without tearing them down. Extreme exercise ages faces faster than inactivity because it increases oxidative stress. Moderate daily movement keeps the body youthful without forcing it into recovery debt. The fifth secret is respect for sleep that borders on discipline. Sleep is not negotiable. It is not something you sacrifice to appear productive. Asian cultures traditionally align sleep with darkness. Late nights were rare. And science now confirms what tradition always knew. Growth hormone, the hormone responsible for repair, skin regeneration, fat metabolism, and muscle maintenance, is released during deep sleep before midnight. You cannot replace it with naps. You cannot supplement it. Miss it consistently, and your face will show your choices before your words ever do. The sixth secret is emotional containment. Not suppression, but regulation. Public emotional chaos is discouraged, not because emotions are bad, but because emotional volatility damages the body. Chronic anger, resentment, jealousy, and anxiety keep the body inflamed. Inflammation is the root of accelerated aging. Asians historically emphasized emotional balance through meditation, prayer, breathing, and solitude. When you learn to process emotions internally instead of constantly reacting, your nervous system stabilizes. A calm nervous system ages slower. A peaceful mind produces a youthful face. The seventh secret is food as medicine, not entertainment. Spices that reduce inflammation, herbs that support liver detoxification, fermented foods that heal the gut. A healthy gut directly impacts skin clarity, hormone balance, and immune strength. Acne, pigmentation, premature wrinkles, and dullness often start in the gut, not the mirror. When digestion works efficiently, nutrients reach the skin. When toxins are eliminated properly, the skin doesn't have to compensate. Beauty becomes a side effect of internal cleanliness. The eighth secret is something most people ignore completely: sun intelligence, not sun fear. Asians historically avoided harsh sun exposure without demonizing the sun itself. They used shade, timing, and clothing instead of burning the skin and trying to repair it later. Sun damage is cumulative. Every unnecessary exposure breaks down collagen. Protecting the skin early prevents the need for aggressive correction later. Prevention always looks more youthful than repair. But here's what ties all these secrets together, and this is the part people don't want to hear. Youth is a reflection of how you live when nobody is watching. It is not built in front of mirrors. It is built in routines, in restraint, in patience, in consistency. You cannot binge youth. You cannot inject discipline. You cannot shortcut alignment. Modern culture wants instant results. Asian wisdom understood delayed rewards. When you choose calm over chaos, simplicity over excess, rhythm over rebellion, your body responds slowly, quietly, powerfully. And one day you wake up and realize you don't look your age, not because you fought time, but because you stopped abusing your body in the name of speed. People who age well are not lucky. They are regulated, they are disciplined, they are boring in ways that matter and radiant in ways that cannot be faked. Youth is not something you chase. It is something you preserve by how you eat, how you sleep, how you breathe, how you move, and how you handle stress. And the most uncomfortable truth of all is this: your body is always listening. Every late night, every emotional outburst, every overeating episode, every skipped walk, every ignored signal. It records everything, and it repays you with interest, either in vitality or in decay. You don't need more products, you need fewer betrayals of your own biology. When you align with how the body was designed to function, time slows its grip. Not because you're trying to look younger, but because you finally stopped living in ways that force you to age faster. And this is where most people misunderstand the idea of looking younger. They think it starts with the face, but it actually starts with the spine. Posture is one of the loudest signals of age. Rounded shoulders, forward head, collapsed chest. These are not signs of time passing. They are signs of lifestyle neglect. In many Asian cultures, posture is corrected early. Sitting on the floor, squatting, bowing, walking with awareness, all of these habits keep the spine aligned and the muscles supporting it active. A straight spine allows better breathing. Better breathing oxygenates the blood. Oxygen feeds the skin and brain. When you breathe shallow, your body lives half alive, and half alive bodies age faster. Another deeply overlooked factor is how Asians treat the face itself, not as something to decorate, but as something to stimulate. Facial massage is not luxury, it is maintenance. Gentle pressure improves lymphatic drainage, reduces fluid retention, and increases circulation. This is why puffiness reduces and skin tone evens out naturally. When lymph fluid stagnates, toxins sit under the skin. That dull, tired look people try to cover with makeup is often just stagnant lymph. Regular massage keeps the face alive, responsive, and expressive. Expression, when balanced, keeps the face youthful. Frozen faces don't look young, they look tired and artificial. Then there is the concept of consistency over intensity. Asians rarely believe in crash solutions. No extreme dieting, no aggressive treatments unless absolutely necessary, because the body remembers trauma. Shock the system too often, and it shifts into defense mode. Defense mode prioritizes survival, not beauty. Gentle, repetitive care tells the body it is safe. Safety allows repair. Repair preserves youth. This is why people who constantly experiment with harsh treatments often look older than those who stick to simple routines for years. Hydration, too, is treated differently. Not drowning the body with cold water all at once, but sipping warm or room temperature fluids throughout the day. Skin dehydration is one of the fastest ways to create fine lines. But hydration is not just water. It's electrolytes, minerals, and balance. When minerals are depleted through stress and poor diet, water passes through the body without nourishing it. Asian diets naturally replenish minerals through soups, broths, vegetables, and fermented foods. Hydrated cells are plump cells. Plump cells reflect light better. That glow people chase is often just proper cellular hydration. There is also a cultural refusal to glamorize exhaustion. Looking tired is not seen as impressive. Burning out is not a badge of honor. Chronic fatigue shows on the face long before it shows on medical reports. Dark circles, sagging skin, brittle hair. These are symptoms of depletion, not age. When rest is respected, cortisol drops. When cortisol drops, inflammation reduces. When inflammation reduces, aging slows. You cannot meditate your way out of sleep deprivation. The body demands repayment. And then comes something even deeper, identity. In many Asian philosophies, a person is not defined by constant proving. Less performance, more presence. When you are always trying to prove something, your body stays tense. Jaw clenched, brows furrowed, shoulders tight. Over years, tension becomes structure. Wrinkles form along stress patterns, not just time. A relaxed identity produces a relaxed face. Softness, when it comes from inner stability, reads as youth. Even the way emotions are released matters. Instead of explosive venting, there is controlled expression, journaling, prayer, breathwork, silence. Suppressed emotions rot the body, but uncontrolled emotions burn it. Balance keeps the internal environment clean. Clean internal environments reflect externally. Skin is not separate from emotion. It is an emotional organ. Shame, fear, chronic sadness, they all leave marks. Another quiet practice is seasonal alignment. Eating and living according to seasons instead of fighting them. Lighter foods in heat, warming foods in cold. Resting more when days shorten. Pushing less when the body naturally wants to slow. Fighting seasons creates hormonal confusion. Hormonal imbalance accelerates aging dramatically. When hormones are stable, skin elasticity, hair growth, and energy stay consistent longer. And perhaps one of the most powerful truths is this: Asians do not obsess over youth, they respect aging. Ironically, this respect slows it down. When you fear aging, you stress about it. Stress ages you. When you accept time but care for your body, time moves differently on you. Anxiety carves lines faster than years ever could. Every shortcut you take today becomes a cost tomorrow. Every time you listen to your body instead of overriding it, you buy time. Youth is not stolen from genetics alone. It is negotiated daily through choices. Quiet choices, repetitive choices, boring choices that compound. And the reason this works is not mystical, it's biological. The human body thrives on predictability, nourishment, safety, and rest. When you give it those consistently, it doesn't rush toward decay. It maintains, it preserves, it adapts gracefully. People who look younger are not cheating time, they are cooperating with it. And here is the part that most people resist, because it demands responsibility instead of hope. There is no secret left anymore, nothing hidden, nothing mystical. The difference between those who age fast and those who seem untouched by time is not luck, money, or genetics. It is obedience to the body's rules. Your body was never designed for constant stimulation, late nights, emotional chaos, processed food, and zero rest. Every time you force it to live against its design, you accelerate decay. And every time you return to simplicity, the body forgives more than you think. Looking 20 years younger is not about reversing time. It is about stopping unnecessary damage. Most aging people experience is self-inflicted through neglect, through excess, through stress they normalize and exhaustion they glorify. The body keeps score. Quietly, patiently, and it always collects. You don't need motivation, you need discipline, you don't need inspiration, you need consistency. The mirror will never reward what you do occasionally. It only reflects what you repeat daily. Calm routines create calm faces. Stable habits create stable skin. Respect for your body creates longevity that no product can imitate. And understand this clearly. The body listens to actions, not intentions. It does not care what you plan to do one day. It responds to what you do today, tonight, tomorrow morning. Youth is built in the moments you choose rest over scrolling, restraint over indulgence, silence over reaction, movement over stagnation. Time does not punish you. Your habits do. Time does not age you. Your lifestyle does. When you stop fighting your biology and start honoring it, something powerful happens. The body stops rushing toward the end, and that calm, regulated, aligned state, that is what the world mistakes for youth.